Moving on to Victoria, the honeymoon period for the new Premier is well and truly over. She's not Albo, she doesn't get a few months off to fly around the world shaking random hands. The one thing that I didn't expect Jacinta Allan would be a dose of Me Too politics, but when the Herald Sun put up a cartoon of her nude on a catwalk, all hell broke loose. Now, surely, Terry, people are smart enough to realise that this cartoon is a play on the Emperor's new clothes, not some kind of sexualised comment about women. Instead, we have Allan claiming that it's not appropriate to depict women in this way. I mean, please. She's not a woman, Terry. She's a politician.
Yes, and politicians aren't human, as we know. But yes, Jacinta Allan complained to Herald Sun on Tuesday because it showed her at a fashion show parading with the Empress or the Empress's new clothes as a result of her incompetence and bungling around the Commonwealth Games fiasco and other things. And as Mark Knight, the cartoonist, pointed out himself, I think, to Radio 3AW, he would have drawn Daniel Andrews doing exactly the same thing a few weeks earlier if that was still the case, because the point he was making was, politically speaking, she's parading around as this new Premier of the, fresh image, a fresh start. I'm completely in charge here, and really, she's politically speaking, she's naked. I mean, she was the Minister for Commonwealth Games delivery, which has never delivered and is now being cancelled. I mean, that was the point of the cartoon, that she is effectively unfortunately for her, the heiress to Daniel Andrews' incompetence. I mean, he's handed her a manure sandwich of the first order, but she's up into her elbows in manure of the same kind anyway. I think that she's a factional player, just as Daniel Andrews is. I mean, this is not a new Premier. This is basically more of the same, but less of the political competence, or at least in terms of appearing to dominate the political scene like Daniel Andrews did. And whatever you say about Daniel Andrews, he was a master politician in that sense. Not a master person, not a master Premier in terms of government administration, but a master politician. I don't think that she is up to that. The fact that she whinged about that cartoon shows that her skin is very thin. The fact that she was prepared to use identity politics to bat it off shows that she's just yet another woke left politician.
Well, the fact that she's decided to pay attention and be offended by a pretty straightforward cartoon on a very well-known political idea is not a good sign. I mean, she's got much bigger problems to be looking at with a state that's completely broke.